All right, so today we're going to be talking about the values that Santa Fe has and some of the important ones to me personally. I definitely think all of these values really apply to majority of our lives, but we don't really realize it until we look at it. I think one of the main ones that apply to my life is the assessment, accountability, and improvement. Luckily for me, I've always been kind of a good student. Never really had to work hard for decent grades, was never at the top of my class, but same thing happened when I went to paramedic school, and luckily I was able to pass with no problem. The value really comes into play when I take my national exam. So the first attempt at the national exam, I unfortunately failed it. I remember I was babysitting and I was devastated. Even the kids had asked me what was wrong because my mood had changed so drastically. But I gave myself a couple months to pout and to figure out if I really wanted to continue with the paramedic route in general or even be in the medical field. But after giving myself those couple weeks to assess my situation, I decided that I was going to be accountable for my own actions and I was going to give 110% to pass the national exam the second time. So luckily, one of my great friends, Lance, he retaught me paramedic school all over again. I mean, from day one all the way till the end, he spent probably about 4 or 5 months with me. I mean, like a classroom structured for a couple hours a day, couple times a week, we sat and he taught me paramedic school all over again. And all that luckily paid off, and I was able to pass the national exam on the second attempt. Thank God. I was so happy, and I couldn't have done that without him. But it just shows how this value is important to me. I assessed my situation and figured out that I did want to continue with this route. I was accountable for my own actions and put 110% into it, and then also I improved drastically enough to be able to pass the national exam. I really think all of these values have an important meaning in our life, but this one's definitely close to my heart.